Happy Monday, Kipsters! How many of you have ever played a game with Super Mario? I think it's a really cool game and it's so much fun to play. But sometimes Mario has to get past not very nice turtles in the game. So he saw 19 green turtles and 13 red turtles. Do you know how many he has altogether? How could we figure out how many he saw altogether? There are many ways I can solve like we saw last week, but right now we will use the quick 10 strategy. If you remember last time, I started counting with the biggest number in my head. 19 in this number sentence is the biggest number. So I drew 13 using one quick 10 and 3 ones. So if you look on the screen, there's 1 10 and 3 ones to show 13. And Mario and I put 19 in our head because that's the biggest number. And just like last time, we can count on by tens first. Right, so we have 19, and now let's count that 10, 29. Oh no, there are no more tens we can count. I see that we now have 3 ones, so we have to count by ones now. So we left off at 29, and now let's go to that first circle or that first one that we see. 30, 31, 32. Super Mario saw 32 turtles. Another strategy we will work on is the number bond way. And then here we will break apart one number. It'll be the exact same way we used with our quick tens a minute ago, but this time I will just write number sentences to show our thinking or our counting. So I also drew down below the quick 10 way that we just used, so you remember how we did that one. Remember how we started with 19 in my head? I didn't do anything to this number, so we're going to leave the number 13 alone, just for now. And then, remember how I drew 13 using one quick 10 and 3 ones? We can break apart this number 13 to show that. So we drew 1 10 and 3 ones. And that's a number bond. I have my two parts and my total. So that's why it's called the number bond way. But we're not done yet because we still don't have our answer. So now I can start adding. So you remember we started with 19 in my head. Then we added or started counting by tens because we had 1 10. So I can add 19 plus 10. Remember what we got as our answer? We said 1929. We added 10 and we got 29. And then we weren't done. We saw that we still had 3 ones we had to add. So we left off at 29. And then we added how many ones? We added those 3 ones that you see down below, those 3 extra ones. And then we started counting and we got all the way to 32. And once again, we got our answer of 32. Let's use the number bond way to solve this problem too. We have 49 plus 12. I also drew the numbers using quick tens and ones to help you see what our number sentence will look like. So notice how I put 49 in my head because that's the biggest number that we have. So we're going to leave 49 be for now. And what are we adding to 49? Look at the quick 10 drawing. What are we adding to 49? We're adding 12. So now we can break down 12. Notice how I drew 12 with 1 10 and there's 2 ones. So my number bond, my two parts, 10 and 2, make 12. And now we can start making our number sentences. So if I were to do the quick 10 way, I would start with 49. And remember, we want to count by tens because we know how to count by tens quickly. So we can add our 10. So we were counting by tens, 49, 59. And what's left? We still have to add those 2 ones or those 2 circles that we still didn't add. So we're left at 59. And now we add the 2 ones. 59 plus 2 equals, what's 59 plus 2? It's 61. Our answer is 61. Let's solve this one, 79 plus 12. If at any point you want to pause the video to try and solve these on your own, go right ahead, and then you can come back and check if you solved it the right way. So let's solve together. We have 79 plus 12. Remember, I want to start with the biggest number in this number sentence. Then we're just gonna leave it just like we did before, not do anything to it yet. But then there's a number that we have to break down if we're using the number bond way. And the number we have is 12. How would I draw 12 using quick tens and ones? I would have 1 10, just like this, and 2 ones. So 2 ones. And now we can start adding to 79. So if we were going to add with quick tens and ones, what would we add to 79 that was already in our head? We would add the 10. And now if we were counting by tens, what comes after 79 if I count by 10? 79, 89. Are we done? Is our answer 89? It's not, because we haven't added those 2 extra ones that we still have. So we left off at 89. And now we can add 2 ones. What's 89 plus 2? It's 91. So our answer is 91. Let's solve 59 plus 32. So remember, we start with the biggest number, which is 59. We're going to add something to it. So now let's break down 32. If I drew 32 with my quick tens and ones, let's draw that quickly so that we know what 2 numbers we will have. So 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. How many tens are in the number 30? 3 tens, or another way to say is 30. And now we have 2 ones. So what should we add to 59? We can add 30. And even though it looks tricky to add 59 and 30, we know how to count by tens. So we were using our quick 10 way. We would start with 59 and keep going. 69, 79, 89. So we have 89. Or you could have used your fingers and said 59, 69, 79, 89, counting by tens. And now we have 89. And again, is our answer 89? Nope, we still have those 2 ones that we didn't count yet, that we didn't add. So we need to add those 2 ones. 89 plus 2. What's 89 plus 2? It's 91. Our answer being 91. So remember, even though we had a big number to add, we can just count by tens. Now our next one is 38 plus 45. Which number are we starting with, the biggest number? Is it 38? Nope, it's 45. That's our biggest number. And let's see what we're adding to 45 first. So if we break down 38, and once again, I'm going to draw the quick tens and ones so you can see what I'm adding. So I'm going to say 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I drew 8 ones there. So let's see. I have 10, 20, 30. That's my first part. 3 tens or 30. And now I have 8 ones. So 30 and 8 make 38. So what are we adding first to 45? We're going to add 30. Because if we were doing just the quick 10 way, we would start with 45 in our head and count on with tens. So that's what we're going to do again. So even though it says 30, remember that's the same as adding 3 tens or 3 groups of 10. So we can count on by 10. So we are starting with 45, and I can use my fingers or my quick 10 drawing. So 45, 55, 65, 75. Right now we have 75, but we have not counted these 8 ones yet. So if we add 75, and we can use our fingers, so that's 75 plus 8. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. I added 8, and our answer is 83. For your exit ticket, you have 2 problems I want you to try and solve all on your own using the number bond way. And remember, there is one number that you want to break down and make into a number bond. And if you're having a little bit of trouble doing it the number bond way, you can always draw your quick tens and ones to help you see what you have to add next. I'll see you tomorrow, Kipsters.